If you're looking to increase the flow of exhaust on your 99-04 GT while adding a little more rasp band volume at the same time, well then the Pipes Catted X pipe that we have here would certainly be worth a look. Now the mid pipe is designed to work with your factory manifolds or an aftermarket set of shorty headers, but is not compatible with a set of long tubes in this configuration. Piping is going to be 2.5-inch mandrel bent while the material is 100% stainless steel. And you can have everything here for that mid to high $400 price point. Install according to the site is going to get a middle of the road 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and take at least a couple of hours to complete from start to finish, as we'll demonstrate later in the video. So as you probably know, the factory mid pipe on these new Edge cars is an absolute nightmare, right? You've got a ton of cats along with a few bottlenecks that really does nothing in regards to your performance or your sound. And that's where the Pipes Catted X pipe comes into play. Now the X pipe here is going to replace the 4 separate factory cats on your factory mid pipe with a pair of high flow options that will in turn really open up the flow compared to the stockers that you are replacing. Material wise, you are looking at 16 gauge 409 grade stainless steel throughout here. The diameter again is going to be 2.5 inches from tip to tip. And again, Pipes does include the 2 high flow cats with this system. Which we already talked about, but these guys do feature the ceramic substrate material on the inside. Now you're also getting a factory style 2-bolt flange on both ends here, which again will allow this mid pipe to be used either with your stock or your aftermarket catback, in addition to the stock manifolds or headers, or even a set of aftermarket shorty headers of your choosing. Last but not least, of course, we've got that X pipe design. Now me personally, I think the 2-valve sounds great no matter what. But the X pipe is certainly going to give the system a little bit more of a raspy growl while adding just a small amount of volume at the same time. Now this of course is going to be magnified on any cars with a louder or a more aggressive exhaust system, but certainly going to be a little bit more subtle with your stock exhaust or any mild exhaust applications. Now I do want to point out here, guys, that if you're more of a fan of that old school muscle car rumble, maybe you prefer the deeper tone of an H pipe compared to the rasp of an X, well, you can find a very similar kit from Pipes here with an H pipe configuration instead. Also going to pack that full stainless steel build for a very similar price point. Just going to change out the X pipe in favor of that H. But now we want to shift gears, guys, give you a better idea of just how this install will go down on your new Edge at home. So without further ado, check out our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown right now.
Tools for this install: an impact, a 14mm socket, 15mm socket, 15mm swivel socket, 14mm wrench, 7/8mm wrench, an electric ratchet or ratchet, and an extension. Hey guys, for this uninstall, we're going to start by uninstalling our O2 sensors. That way we don't get snagged up when removing our pipes. We're going to first undo them from the pipes as well as unplug them from their actual sensor. First, start by unplugging your sensors from their harness. And then we can grab our 7/8 wrench and start undoing them right above the H pipe. Now we will be reusing these, so just set them off to the side. Now for the front sensors, we're gonna unplug them from the harness up top, and then we'll take our sensors out of our pipes as we have them off the car. Now grab your 15mm swivel socket and extension so we can undo the bolts at the flange. Once you have those removed, we're going to move on to the H section. And repeat that on the other side. Now using our 14mm socket, undo the flange after the H. And that's going to be on both sides. And remove your stock H pipe. Now with your cats fully removed, that gives you access to your O2 sensor. So once again, grab your 7/8 wrench and get these sensors out of the pipes. Set these aside again because we will be reusing them. Now before we get our new X pipe on, we're going to place our O2 sensors into our piping before we start mounting them up. Now that our O2s are in place, we can place our front pipe onto our header flange, and with our stock hardware, hand tighten the nuts onto the bolt. Now we will come back and tighten these down later on due to adjustability. Now taking your new cat and a kit provided clamp, place that onto your front pipe. And repeat those steps on the other side. Now grab your 2 remaining clamps, place them onto your X pipe, start to put your X pipe onto your cats, and line them up with your catback exhaust. And with the kit provided hardware, bolt your X pipe onto your stock catback exhaust. For now, we're just going to hand tighten until we come back and tighten them up for completion. And now it's time to tighten up our flange bolts with a 14mm wrench as well as a 14mm socket. And for your clamps, it's going to be a 15 millimeter socket. Plug in your O2 sensors. Grab your 7/8 wrench, give your O2 a little snug turn. Don't forget the downflow O2 as well. And with your 15 millimeter swivel socket, tighten up your flange at the header. And repeat that on the other side. And that's going to wrap it up for our review and install of the Pipes Catted X pipe fitting your 99-04 GT. For more videos just like this, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.